it's Leo, and it's time to talk about the surprising episode 24 from Healing Good PreCure. Yes, I was definitely not expecting anything basically that happened in this episode. It was really crazy, but it was also very entertaining and curious. Interesting things are starting to happen in the Healing Good Precure world, and I'm all here for it. So the girls decided to go on a little trip. Hinata wanted to visit a very popular cafe, but the girls decided to go on a different place and they decided to, connect or reconnect, in Nasumi's case, with nature. And they went to a place that they were all by themselves, so the healing animals, the partners, could have a lot of fun and they could be themselves. And that's what they did. The first part of the episode was very cute with the girls interacting, with the healing animals interacting. I loved that Pegitan scene, him swimming in the lake and, saying beautiful words. And she was like, "You're a poet." I loved that so much. And, the girls playing around with Latte, the girls playing around by themselves, Chiyu and Asumi running together. Oh my god, that was such an adorable scene. It's so cute seeing the girls together, just having their time of their lives. I just loved it. It was pure, it was cute. Oh god. And Hinata girl, I feel you. Waking up 6 in the morning is hard. Hard. And I also feel you. There's always a place for a little sweet. There's always place for a gummy after you eat. You can eat all you want, but sweets, there's always a little space for more and more sweets. Bring the sugar. After that, Asumi had a little moment for herself. She, closed her eyes and felt the energy. And so Nodoka went to talk to her and said, "Can you understand what they're saying? Do you understand this language?" And she says basically that she doesn't actually understand, but she understands their emotions. So the emotions of the nature that is around her, since that is basically part of her too, right? Since she is the spirit of the earth. And, that scene was very beautiful. I liked the direction they are going for Asumi in this episode. I'm really liking it. I mean, that Asumi that is totally obsessed with Latte and that Asumi that doesn't know anything is now giving place to an Asumi that feels more of like a spirit of like kind of wise at the same time, because so far it's just goofy Asumi and fierce Kira Earth. But now in this episode we saw another side of Asumi, which I really enjoy, and I really hope they stick to it. And that scene was beautiful. And then they saw a little bird there and they wanted to help it. And then we got the new character called Sakuya. Sakuya is an arborist, a person who takes care of trees. She's like the doctor for trees. And I really liked her interaction with the girls, especially with Asumi, which I'm going to talk about a little later. But that scene of the bird was very interesting because when we see something like that in nature, we want to help. We want to embrace it and say, "Oh my god, it's just a little bird and it's lost and it won't be able to do it by itself, so let's pick it up." And sometimes it's not the best option. Nature works in other ways for different creatures, and this episode showed it in a very simple but a very direct and clear way. I really liked the way it did. And Sakuya's relationship with Asumi. Girl, that was everything. They talked very little with each other, but the way they connected and interacted, it was meaningful and deep, kinda, because Asumi, obviously, she has her own way of seeing Earth, of seeing things that are happening on Earth and things that are happening to nature. And Sakuya kind of has the same view because she is a professional, she is a doctor for the nature, and I loved that scene that Nodoka said she's healing the earth as well, just like the Healing Good Cures. She's doing it in her own way. And she was like, "Girl, I'm not doing that much, but I'm doing what I can." It was very beautiful because in a way she is. People like her are kind of like the heroes, the Healing Good heroes in real life. And I really liked it. It was very simple, but it was very fun. It was meaningful, especially Sakuya and Asumi. And I dare say I'm kind of shipping them already. And then we have Daruizen on the other side. In this episode, we barely saw the other villains. I mean, we didn't see the other villains, only Daruizen. And Daruizen, different than the others, Daruizen is thinking of different plans. Shindoin isn't thinking about anything, I think. Guairu is thinking of stocking up those green crystals, and now Daruizen is thinking of doing something different, and that's what he did. He went on the same lake at night and he got that bird, and he transformed that bird into a Mega Byogen, and he didn't spoil an element like they've been doing so far. So now we can see that those green crystals, they can do something else. They can create something else, and that's what Daruizen did. So that little bird became Nebusoku. Is that the right name? I think it is. Nebusoku became that other the monster of the week, and different than the other Byogens, the other Mega Byogens, the Nebusoku can talk. So something very interesting happened because the Nebusoku appeared in that place, which is far away from Sukoyaka City, where the girls live. It's like 2 hours away from train. So the girls went back to Sukoyaka City, and the monster only attacked on the other day, so they couldn't be there. But the girls were desperate. What we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? Asumi was quiet. She was quiet. She wasn't saying a word. She wasn't speaking because she was only thinking about Sakuya. Because Sakuya was there defending everything. Sakuya was there. She was the only one that was not afraid of going against that big monster. Because you could see in the video that Hinata showed them that even the police wasn't letting anyone go near the place. So she was the only one that was actually brave enough to stand up for herself and go. And that's what she did. Things didn't really work out for her, but with Asumi's power and Asumi's emotions, she was able to create a portal and get the girls go there directly. That was very, very nice. And so here's what I think that is very interesting. So far, she's been learning emotions. Asumi has been learning emotions each and every single episode, and that's been kind of like her development and her growth so far. But apart from that, I feel like her role as Asumi in the season is just kind of like comedy relief. And in this episode, it showed that she can be much more than that. And I loved it so much for it. I just loved it so much. And when they got there, they just transformed and they started going against the Mega Byogen or Nebusoku or whatever its name. And so when the fight started, we could see that Nebusoku really wanted to impress Daruizen, who's like his senpai, and he was doing everything he could to beat the girls so that Daruizen could be impressed at him. So it's kind of like a Batete Moda in a real or like a sincere way, because Batete Moda wanted to impress them. He wanted to pretend that he was impressing them, but actually he wanted their roles. And in this case, this little monster, this little bird, he just wanted to impress Daruizen, actually. And I really liked the design, and I really liked the suit it wore while it was fighting. It was so nice. And it was obviously super strong, and Grace, Fontaine, and Sparkle couldn't do anything once more. But there was one thing that was really weird. Like, this fight kind of like had two parts to it, and the first part was really bad because when the fight started, the three girls were defeated quickly, but then Cure Earth, she just kicked. That roundhouse kick, oh my god, it was everything. I loved it. But then she started having a hard time out of nothing because she wanted to protect Sakuya. I was like, girl, you were super strong. You could protect Sakuya and at the same time beat this monster to a pulp with no hardships. But it seemed that she was having such a big and hard time, and at the same time she was trying to save her, and the tree was falling onto her, and the girls were having a hard time carrying her. What was going on? Like, that part was really strange, and it felt very... It didn't feel dynamic at all, because PreCure is very dynamic when it comes to action scenes. This scene was very strange in this sense, until that point, because after that, they noticed that the monster couldn't fly very high, and so they quickly thought of a plan, and Earth was the one. Girl, Earth fighting and running, and the monster running after her, and then she jumping with the help of the girls. It was so cool. And then the girls kicking the bird back again to the sky. Oh my god, that was everything. That part was great. The second part of the fight was all. I loved it so much. It was really impressive. I loved it. Take my hat to Cure Earth once more. And then obviously the monster was defeated. I thought that this villain was going to stick around a little longer. It wasn't. It was defeated already. So the little bird was there with its mother, and Sakuya was saved. She was super happy to see Asumi again. Okay. I'm shipping hard. And at the end, it was very funny because they were like, okay, open the portal again, so let's go back. And she was like, I won't. I can't do this. It takes too much of my energy, so I'm not opening any portal. We're going back the regular way. And the girls were like, oh my god, I have things to do. Oh my god, I don't have any money. What are we going to do? Oh, so okay, let's go to the cafe. We're here already. It was awesome. I really like the ending of this episode. And, I feel like this episode, it was very good in Asumi's part. Asumi as a character after this episode, I feel like this episode is starting to make me change. It's starting to change the way I look at Asumi as a character. I like it. And also her powers. We have something new, like this portal she created. It was very nice. And also Daruizen's side is very interesting because we know in episode 28 we're going to have a Daruizen focused episode. And Daruizen is showing an interesting side, and I cannot wait to see more. Apart from that, what else? I think that's it. Next week, Pegitan episode. It's going to be adorable. I cannot wait to see it. Anyways, guys, that was my view on episode 24 from Healing Good. Please leave a comment. Let's keep talking about our dear cures in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.